stock take. I used to work at Coles and I did my fair share of stock takes.
So you got fired?
I did get fired, thank you Timothy. I went finding the record Help by the Beatles. They do have Rubber Soul, which is a great record, but I really wanted to find Help because it was the first album I ever owned. My dad gave it to me on cassette because there were cassettes when I was growing up. And it's probably still the only record that I actually know all the lyrics to, including our own, I don't know. And I can sing every song on that record. So it needs to be in stock, Helped by the Beatles.
Someone probably bought it.
Because it's a good record.
That's a good record too, Art Neville. It's pretty awesome.
Great record, by the way.
I'm just going to do something naughty and pack that away in a minute.
This is an America's Greatest Hits, so this would be the one that was played around my house growing up a lot. It was such a massive song, but I got so obsessed with A Horse With No Name, and I got obsessed with the simplicity that it's 2 chords, and it's so difficult to be able to get that right. That's what we've been kind of chasing, I guess, the last 2 records a little bit. Well, one of the first songs that I learnt was Blackbird. As a young, aspiring kind of folk guitar player, it was a good song to kind of start, I guess. I think it took me such a long time to learn. So I owe a bit to this record, like most bands out there, I think.
Another record that was in here was this Curtis Mayfield album. If I was to sort of take this to what kind of stuff we've done on Limited Love, our latest record, I think that we've actually tipped the hat to the old school way of making music, and big thanks to our producer Ethan Johns. His whole thing is it's playing live, setting up in one room where everything's spilling and there's tape, it's all live takes.
I actually had this t-shirt, so if you can imagine me as like a 14-year-old kid or 15-year-old kid with a white Nirvana t-shirt like this, loving the fact that I'd discovered Kurt Cobain and feeling like it was a cool thing. So hearing him actually go for these things in a live setting was the first live record I discovered, and it was one of those sort of really forming things when you're in high school.
It has to be.
This record is sometimes referred to as Peter Gabriel 1. I like to call it Car, that's what most people call it. We went with Ethan to do our record at Peter Gabriel's studio.
The best thing was all the Peter Gabriel mugs that they had in the studio.
At Peter Gabriel.
Like
so, yeah.
Or just his head in black and white, just to remind you where you are.
Plenty of teas.
Nirvana, In Utero, Nevermind, more ones to add to the stock take. I'll tell the guys at the front counter to buy some more.
I reckon I'm going to be taking a few records home today. I'm going to keep looking through here and see if I can find some more to spend my hard-earned pennies on.